BB.
Lickers coming for dinner.
Not quite. Have to be in YB. I know it's just a Cloud fanboy. You always do this. No matter every year, you pick one team and you go for them no matter what. Like, it's gonna. You'll see, Fluke. He's just gonna be calling Cloud wins until the end of the tournament. No matter if they're 0-6, he's still gonna do it.
You're rough. Come on, over to the Cloud side. Join me in the sky.
I think fully out of principle, I have to say YB, man, this is on the way, baby. I mean, you paddle for next game, please. But my customer, we'll deal with them. They're actually very good. It's Aries and Dan are going to cut this game number 1 of YBB versus Team Cloud over them. Oh no, man, aren't you kind? I appreciate you pulling down. Look, he's reacting. It's definitely well due.
With all the gaslighting, it's very
okay, enough now. I mean, I feel like you're gaslighting now, saying that I'm gaslighting. I feel like we're going in a roundabout circle here, but you know, the exciting series hand by the pizza debut of this new roster. We're A3 so far in Division 2, and we're still yet to see the team. That will be stopped now with the series against Cloud, who is a team that's been struggling so far, and it might not get any easier in regards to their opponents. Cloud, to what they're able to do. I think in a lot of the games we've seen from Cloud, I really like their drops. They just haven't been able to not the mid-pro game. So that's 3 out of the 4 games I really like their drops. Deno.
against a Phoenix.
Coincidence? I think not.
We've seen, especially for Division 2 Dota, sometimes predictable's a good thing, right? Like, you don't want to get too caught up in, oh, we could do this, or this, or this, or this. Sometimes you just want one thing that you're good at and just do it right.
You just got to find that one thing, though, right? Sometimes it's not easy to find that thing.
Probably not, but they certainly, I think, got the edge in not necessarily team fights, but pickoffs. They've caused plenty of potential for that. They've got great roach taking. They've got good burst damage. They've got lanes. I quite like the way that YBB want to take this. On the other hand, is much more around the team fight angle, right? Use the hook shot to be able to cut off avenues of escape. Jump in with the Master, especially once he gets the BKB, roll through with Pango, get a good super overall, in with an engine from it, and use that to potentially win the peak.
With me. Of course, it was the last pick Pango League from 70. Do you feel like this is a 24 pick is kind of the best route they need to go down to give them success in this game?
I'm just tossing up what they wanted to go. I mean, there's nothing really that lanes amazingly against the task. Like maybe a or something like that, but not that you're really to win. Well, that's certainly not the one you want a lane to go as the Phoenix lane. Phoenix Marcy, relatively strong lane. Of course, you are against a Lena. But you'll be able to get this kill, to be honest. I don't think so.
Nice damage being traded. Recognizing that the Phoenix, of course, wasn't there to be able to protect Beyond, so once their spells were back up after the kill on Destiny, once again, there's a big call coming out of the tower as well.
Yeah, so with this back to this Pango pick, I was tossing up a few heroes for it, but they all had big weaknesses, and I feel like Pango was probably the best of the bunch. Like, you could Underlord against 4-strength heroes, but then that's something that doesn't really dive onto the Lena. You could Primal Beast, but then there's 4-strength heroes, so they felt relatively tanky. You might get on Lena, but other heroes are going to interrupt what you're doing. So I feel like Pango kind of gives the best of both worlds, where you can go in onto the back lines, you're going to build into something like a Basher, which, you know, can provide that interrupt. It's heavily based around right clicks as well, so the disarm's going to be good. So yeah, I like the Pango pick overall.
I wonder if it's going to have some awkward stages in team fights against some of the members of the crowd. I think shards, if placed in a good position can really not work in your favor. Sometimes it can work greatly in your favor. I also like having a hero that has a dispel on your team, because of course it's a hero that relies on getting that stun and then trying to hit back on the wall and then get that secondary stun afterwards. And
It isn't hard.
a big thing that the Leech is going to be able to take out of the equation if he's in the right position with the press the attack, and kind of late game leaner with BKB activated can do a lot of damage, but that's probably where you're expecting the Master to come into play to kind of prevent the leaner from really being able to get the right quick damage going.
Speaking of just drops. It's talked about versatility with how you're looking to take team fights. This provides that, right? If you've got vision advantage, you can find those jumps. You can easily connect the Mortimer's Kisses, the Tusk Snowball into Walrus Punch, and be able to find a pick-off. You're the one to get jumped on. You've got the press the attack to be able to provide perhaps a little bit of safety towards Lena. I like it overall.
Speaking about the LC, should be able to get some decent amount of damage out onto ZZQ. Remembers shooting spells, and meanwhile attacks the mid lane. Butterfly Effect gets a solo kill onto 7E, and I was brought up in the pre-game with the questioning about how the matchup was going to go. Of course, kind of two of the star players between these two teams, Butterfly Effect and 7E, and already it's the Cloud position too that has that one step advantage.
Oh boy, man, he's doing it for you. You've been a Butterfly Effect fan for quite some time, and he's doing it for you.
Has been killed.
His carry's not going to for him, unfortunately. Beyond the Destiny being able to get a big kill on the ice limits. Not meanwhile, top lane what's going on as well. It's ECQ. Well, he's stuck in a little bit of a tricky place, but it is enabling Luke to get the right clicks out, but unfortunately it's not enough to the kill onto CZJ.
Flagbearer creep, though, kicking themselves about that. They actually have 0 regen coming through on the couriers, so CCJ is going to need to go all the way back to base onto Mercy to keep this lane in a relatively good spot right in front of the tower so that you're not losing too much experience. Although it's really only the mid lane that's going exceptionally well for Cloud, although they made a rotation through with the ice shards being used previously. He'll be relatively safe there. ZZQ, oh, they might have just seen that Observer Ward be dropped there, so Mercy was to buy up a Sentry Ward, could look to punish. Want to protect these power runes though, especially now that these level 6s are approaching for the Pango, and yeah, the Tusk, it's just a question of now, 7, he's going to be the winner of that one.
It's a big rune to pick up now with his level 6, and he's going to instantly to move, because take a look at the kind of position, the creep wave. Hold that thought, his bottom lane. Both sides kind of tossing out spells apiece. Be cautious though on Cloud.
They have to do.
It's not an easy read though, because this lane, now it's going to connect, so 70's been gone for a little bit of time.
They have to, surely.
Look like they're still going to put rest instead. Starve. Thanks to themselves from the Stormhammer.
They'll be like, well,
without a doubt, Phoenix goes down, but it's an incredible trade from them. So he can easily bounce back off the crystal, and we swashbuckle up in a couple of seconds to have plenty of damage thanks to the rune. He'll pull up, he'll make it work for it, but it's in the end beyond that reaps the rewards for getting a kill. So what a move from 70, and you take a look at that as well, like CZQ's like, I'm happy to get a little bit of experience mid, I'll take everything I can get.
Yeah, Lou had the wave in really good space, but not quite yet level 6 though on the Legion Commander, so he won't be able to convert this onto the Nature's Prophet as he dives underneath his own tower.
Middle tower is under attack.
Gone back the other way.
Yeah, it's already used the creep, so they're well aware that they can continue to chase him down. Q, a little bit cautious about the damage that's already came out. We're even seeing rotation out of Cloud. It's going to be Star if the top lane, so completely set bottom. They need to get something out of it. Looks like they will. Scatter Blast is back up. Plenty of damage on ZZQ, so the kill will be, but Slim bottom completely free, so we're going to see Lou instant look to TP down.
Well, that's just the thing of, well, we know that Lee hasn't been here for a little while. Let's try and take a tower, open up the map a little bit. You're, of course, one of those heroes that need 2 of the items to truly have that level of impact that you're wanting out of her.
Imagine some trouble. He's got no minutes to work with, and look at the wraparound from Cloud. The pin's movement was perfect. Butterfly effect start, then the rest of the boys showed up to provide the unlock required to get the kill into the angle. And now Butterfly effect, he's rewarded as well. He just got a regen. You love to see the task.
Indeed.
Radiant's bottom tower
Thinking on
is
that,
under
it would
attack.
be fine with just throwing the Lina back down bottom
Dire's
again.
top
I mean, the
tower
only
is
reason
under
that she
attack.
died previously was because of the rotation from a double damage Pangolier. So the fact that they've just abandoned this lane altogether is pretty significant. You know, Blue is very happy to come down here, take it away,
Radiant structures
and
are
not
fortified.
more macros available.
Elon's gonna try and jump in. First due to the elite for the game, but Butterfly effect's doing an incredible job just to sort out the early damage for the Marksy. It's not gonna be enough. Gets up the tree line, locked inside the Sprite as well.
Is under
We'll get
attack.
to Butterfly effect, and they're already looking for more as well. The rest of the YP join me. Look, that's the top lane. Iced in a little bit of trouble, but he's actually gonna think twice about committing with his TP.
Look at they're doing all the while though. 7E's just standing behind the tier 1 tower. He's going to push out the next wave. Keep a lot of this experience moving away for free.
They'll get the victory, but it's not gonna matter. Stuck inside the tree. See his shape. Plenty of damage to go warming on. You mentioned how the trains are just gonna set him up perfectly for a nuke. So I'm gonna Legion's loving life, but not so much.
We know a Treant like to build, right? It's the full glass cannon style. This time around, Lou, of course, the Gleipnir isn't super unorthodox, but it only provides you that little bit of step coming through from the crown, right? So it means that this blade mail on CSJ is going to be even more impactful. Once he gets that plus the Blink Dagger, Nature's Prophet is going to end up
Radiant are scanning.
most of the time just through a lot of that reflective damage.
Are there any big winners now that the lanes are starting to dissolve?
I mean, Lena's bottom with charts. You would have to say the big winner is YBB, right?
Bottom. So what happens if she does get to find that catch up? Might not be able to give it time. Indeed. Alistair is going to be able to get her out of the and turn her around. Get us back up. They did the ready. And another victory. Beautifully done. Oh. What I mentioned as well, we also saw Aston play for Cloud in their first series. We didn't see him in the second series. Game 2 in particular, where they had actually no, not game 2.
Radiant's
Game
middle
where we saw him
tower is
die a
under
couple
attack.
times at the start, and he got a lot of farm after. Who's that Andy? Now I'm confused.
Andy
Radiant
was
structures
more
are
flank. I
fortified.
remember that.
Yes.
Dire's
So,
top tower
I remember
is
the
under
game where we
attack.
saw the carry die a couple of times in the laning
Radiant's
phase, and then
bottom tower is under
he was able
attack.
to free the farm across the map. And I was going to take a similar thing here, where he's having a lot of issues with the lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Needs to be addressed in the future.
No, I think he's generally. I mean, I wouldn't say he's right. This game, I just really think the decision to go away from bottom so quickly was what's put him in such a detriment. You know, you've got the master that just put herself up now on the bottom side again. She's just targeted. Probably isn't where you want to be on a leader. Completely far away from the rest of your team.
So you've got to be cautious how much you use that voice line. You have PTSD. Everyone has a lot of PTSD from watching. Be cautious. I've got no hesitation with that. Not gonna affect it. It's not gonna affect the viewers at all, mate. So keep a look on over there. Alright, I'll mute you as well. I'll do it myself.
Yes.
To win it. To win it itself.
Still hasn't got the maelstrom though on Alina. 100 gold away on
Big
them.
kill. Bottom lane at the outpost, CZJ. He's got the blink and more than the kisses as well. So 70 is going to be their target. So he's just swashbuckler, so he's not going to get a whole lot of distance away. They might not need the kiss, but why not drop the ultimate? Guarantee the kill and get that third duel victory of the game over
Radiant's
the
bottom
TSJ.
tower is
Well
under
worth it.
attack.
Like any time that you can look to. Because Pango again is another one of those heroes that's good at pushing out waves. Phoenix, not great. Clockwork, not great. So anytime you can just take out the Pango, you saw what a good job 70 did at just shoving in that lane when all the kills were happening around the board. meant that they didn't have a tier 1 tower left to play with yet on Cloud, so I like the decision that they chose just to commit everything it is. And there's nothing really else that's going to set up the Mortimer's Kisses right outside of the duel, so you may as well just...
Good start. Really great positioning out of the Sven. But now that they saw him grow all the way down the stairs, the wraparound might actually pay off for YBP. Got their ultimate to work with as well, with the hookshot being on the mark. Ice limits in a lot of trouble as Luke is going to TP over the back line, and now they're going to turn over to the Sven as well. He was acting as the bodyguard, but as soon as he stepped out of position, that was when YBP were able to pounce.
Indeed. Going to see where CH will play within this next little bit. He's still about 1,000 or so gold away from being able to pick up that blade mail. Finish that one off because he looked to connect again with the Sapphire with the Mortimer's Kisses in about 40 seconds to be able to get this next kill, because it's expensive that Link Dagger duel on its own. You got 30 stolen damage or extra damage, going to be enough hits.
There it goes. Damage for to pay off. This is not a great place to take a fight inside the rift, but Rolling Thunder proving to be a gigantic issue. The Cloud just have to sacrifice CSJ, and even well, Star's going to be able to put back the clockwork. The hookshot is back up for ZZQ. He needs an angle, and he's going to be able to find it. Even Star being able to escape as well. So the clockwork will enable them to find Radiant's next pick. Beautifully done from ZZQ.
They were even going for more. Lou tried to sprout up onto the tier 3 high ground to try and get the lead, but it's just a little bit farther away. And I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? You didn't have the damage to be able to confirm that kill onto whoever you jumped. You know, you got the Pangolier as well, who's pretty damn tanky.
ZZQ though, getting a little bit of range. Nearby helps act as a deterrent, but of course he can jump over, so it can butterfly effect. The kill they can get without Mortimer Kisses. It's a bit modifying. Not the longest cooldown. It kisses him, but they might look to smoke maybe in 15 seconds. Maybe they can get this mid lane shot down. What do you think?
You need dual level. You need to be able to have that to, you know, combo together with Kisses. We still don't have UKBs that you're worried about on YBB, so I think they're just going to look to play around mid a little bit more rather than go for pickups. What Mercy's looking this vision for.
Utilize it. I will do whatever to protect it and the support combination. And should the fight back. No. Nature finds the balance. Now look at the Lino. Oh, just such old positioning. Bjorn can always fight it no matter where she is inside the middle of the team fights. It's Lou that actually is rewarded with the triple kill in the end, and just profit. Radiant's such a fine start. Actually might be thinking about Roshan 16 minutes in.
That's a possibility. I mean, you got the 1 point lucky shot. No lights, I don't think. But you got the Orbital Root, and seems like they're gonna. They're saying that the cooldowns, or sorry, the respawn timers are still a little bit too low. They didn't use all of their ultimate to be able to take it down that time, but I just feel like this is a man that hasn't played that much Luna. You know, he is constantly just going in super deep to all these team fights when they're the ones making space for him. He's got to be making the most of this and actually look to generate a bit more of that network so that he can become the beast that they know he can be.
Once you pick up the heavy here, Link is not going to be safe at all. They have so many distance. You can even kite that heavy as well. A cool shot, then near a choke point, you can put the escape out with the cogs. Marcy, of course, doesn't give a damn about BKB.
Who's just taking towers with treants of his own. Top. Fantastic job of playing this map. He's opened up more than a 3,000 net worth lead over opposing position 1 in the Lena.
Because we know how fast the pace can be increased with the nature's profit.
Do they go for an immediate smoke?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lane's just not pushed out far enough. I feel like too many people might have revealed in that mid lane. I'm gonna go for the smoke anyway. Underneath these sort of vision at the time, but How are they going to look to respond to this? Put the observer ward up and play around it. On the
Radiant's
Phoenix.
bottom
Already.
tower
Kind of brings off. It's going to be DPC that'll pop the smoke. Alive. Stephanie's going to come to the middle. They won't get the dual victory in. They cover the egg, and that's where the Luke is able to come to the lane for the call. No!
Okay.
They just get it in the end, but it's not going to matter. And on
Lena's coming again.
It's not going to work out in that because Lena's going to get caught out as well. He was looking for the cleanup. But the Gleipnir held her into place. It was almost perfect. It was almost great, but the stun, it bought them enough time for the supernova, even though it died in the end.
is under
All the
attack.
boys close the distance and get the damage out onto the rest of the cores.
They didn't even get the dual damage either. You know, that was a really good movement through to be able to protect the clockwork for long enough.
Generations.
Phoenix
Radiant
to
structures
drop that
are
supernova
fortified.
right in the middle of the team fight still wasn't punished that hard. It took them so long to be able to take care of it, and the damage was done. I think Lena's just got to make her mind up, right? Like, what does she want to do? Does she want to farm completely, or does she want to go into this BKB? I mean, you've committed the Mithril Hammer, so you have to finish the BKB at this stage, but where are you going to get it?
Again, this time they're going to combine it up with the Mortal Kisses, but they might just be feeding away damage to the clockwork. Oh no, one by one, they all come crumbling down.
Lena started to walk towards that fight. I'm like, if you join that fight, Lena, there's wrong because the last 5 have worked out very well for you. 1, 7, and 5 right now. Ice limit and
They're going to find another one in the river as well. Looks like they're going down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
doing his best. He's got the flank. Nicely done.
Radiant's
just-
bottom tower
Swashbuckler's
has
going to
fallen.
prevent the escape afterwards. Meanwhile, Blue take that first tier 2 tower of the game as well. So this alone up to a 10,000 net worth lead, and we're just about to hit the 20-minute mark.
Considering Rochan, considering they haven't even unleashed for all that full side. They've got a double damage right outside the Roche. Profits in the bottom tower, can join at any time. AP's Profits got hit 15, so
Double degradation.
Hype on the Phoenix, just getting solo killed at the moment. Damage! Oh, he does. Here's Jay.
Radiant's top strength.
yeah, good noise.
What? What the hell?
Radiant has fallen to the dark.
Maybe. I don't know. What landed. I probably just
It's literally just that. Right there.
Blue does give a damn.
Got
He knows
it.
the
Would you?
boys are going to be able to jump in with him as well. 7E to the rescue and the roll back. Stop escaping the leech, and even ZZQ's going to try and line up the hook shot, but this time would be on. But still got a great to connect you. Damage on the T2
Radiant's
tower.
middle tower
I mean,
is
there's a
under attack.
who played on Extreme Gaming for so long, right? Like, just the way that even Micro distributes in that fight, realized how much effectiveness the leeching command was getting out of it with
Radiant's
the
middle
overcoming
tower
odds.
is under attack.
Other than sure, the thing just tossed it into the lane so that they're passively pushing the lane while he is fighting.
Fight the money.
Not another one.
I think not. Coincidence? I think not.
Amazing what you found lying around.
Community is going to absolutely nothing. They go smoke here on YBB. Again, they just want to make the most out of things. Right? Look shot up in seconds by the time they connect. Shortly, DC free kill for the first. Try to get people. Anything else got a little bit too
Stun
far.
rate. Double the BKB is possible. I mean, the jewel's not going to be enough. You don't just punch him apart. Up towards the T2 tower. Actually, not for the ages, but it's going to come at the cost of his own life. Streamline will not be enough to get him to keep the dive into his meanwhile. Steph is what comes crashing down with the Sven. Flies put inside the frame, and then not just yet to the high ground they go.
Radiant's top tower is
All
under
of
attack.
territory. I bet going down to make it a full 5-man. Why?
I feel like they're just going to take one proper team fight at this stage because it everyone gets picked off solo to be able to begin things. And you know, it
Radiant's
happens
top
when you've
tower
got
has fallen.
pretty miserable vision. they essentially have zero vision actually across the map. No wards are left remaining, whereas YBB
Radiant's top
well,
tower is
jungle,
under
they've got
attack.
a main ward, they've got all lanes pushing in except for mid, and that's going to be
So,
fairly shortly. So
your vote?
the avenue to be able to come back into this and an instant is going to be incredibly obvious as well.
What would you say the probability is?
2%.
I'm really a hater. I don't believe Cloud. Let the boy.
Remember, 2% game over. No.
Hey, say, come on that.
Did the have a look. There you go.
Dire
I'll
are
look-
scanning. Dire's
Thing.
middle tower is under
Things
attack.
So, what did Ready, up one. Get one. So good. Just put together.
Coincidence?
Shit.
I think not.
On
Coincidence? I think not.
but just honestly,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Till
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
yourself up, it's never in behind the rest of it. The biggest issue. The only one that should be maybe your level in the team fights is the stat fight. Everyone else should be in front of you. Tusk, Ben, all of that additional armor, and LC most important. In fact, she just seems to be able to be targeted first in these team fights. The biggest issue.
How depressing it must be when you pick the most broken hero of the patch right now and you just get absolutely bodied.
Twist the knife. Just twist it even further. They're feeling bad already. No, she's not getting picked off now, is she? 70 on in.
This guy.
No. Oh, yeah. Close. They were hoping for that first hit bash. But,
They don't have high ground boys. He holds the Legion into place as well. You weren't going to get the kill onto the Phoenix. Supernova activated with minimal health left in game. Oh, fuck. That's incredible spot time, but straight on top of them they go. Beyond, that's instantly over towards the leader. 5 down. You gotta think it's...
I think not.
I mean, they're doing a creep move. That's maybe what's going through their mind. But too far behind. They just didn't take a single team fight together. I know YBB have advantages in the overall fight, but they didn't get themselves a chance. And they couldn't get that first hit off without losing 1, 2, maybe even 3 in return. And well, he really just took control of this game by the scruff of the neck. Felt like about
Lickers coming for dinner.